Hello again, everybody. The next car that you selected to view on where, Jeremy?
We're at ClassicMuscleCars.com.
ClassicMuscleCars.com is a car that we've had here for a while, but you know what? We've been so tied up and so busy doing all kinds of things that Jeremy and I have not had time to do this video. Jeremy said, you know what? We got to do the video on this car, and he's right, and that's what we're doing today. And you know what, folks? I want to tell you, this is a gorgeous second-generation Camaro. Second-generation Camaro is 70 through 81. That was the second-gen Camaros that I'm referring to. You had 67, 68, 69. Even though those 3 years for the original Camaro when they first came out were different in each year. In 1970, they came out to this body style, which ran basically through 1981. Now, these cars are really coming up. They're coming up for a variety of reasons because they're really a great looking car. There's a lot you can do with them as far as customizing them. And they're just cool looking cars. They handle extremely well. If they're set up, they got good suspension, shocks, and tires on it, you won't believe it. It's almost like driving a mini Corvette. If you couldn't afford a Corvette, you get a Camaro and you set it up right, it was like having a great handling Corvette. And that's what this car is. It's a great handling car. It's also a great looking car. Now, this is a Rally Sport. Rally Sport 71, this is the original motor, it's a 350. And I'm going to talk to you about what a Rally Sport means. Jeremy is going to show you this in the go-around, but what I'm pointing here in the front of this car is the Rally Sport option. That's how we know that it's a Rally Sport. This is a rubber nose. It also has the split two-piece bumpers. The 1971 or 70, 72, 73, if it wasn't a Rally Sport, it would have a full bumper all the way across here, and it doesn't have the rubber nose. It's steel out here. You see a lot of the cars that people say it's a Rally Sport, but all they've done is put the two half bumpers on it, and it gives it that look, but that's not really a Rally Sport. This is all rubber nose, different grille, half bumpers, and it adds the marker lights up here next to the headlights. So this is absolute real Rally Sport car. Now, this is Hugger orange. It's got white stripes on it. It's a beautiful color combination. The interior in the car is new. Dashboard has no cracks in it. That's been redone. Now I want to address another issue that a lot of people don't look, they don't think, when you're buying a 70 through 81 Camaro, very important to look at something here that Jeremy and I were discussing a little while ago. These are subframe cars. You have your front frame section that comes through with body bushings, and then in the back where you have the springs that bolt up into the back half of the body shell, you have the subframe rear. That is an issue that gets rusted out on these cars. Reason why? Water stays in there. You drive the car in the rain, water sits in it, it doesn't flush out of the hole very well where it should drain normally. This is 9 times out of 10 people never look there. And what happens is this: that rust out, it becomes weak. The spring, the shackle that bolts up in there, when it gets rusted completely, has a tendency on some of these cars to pop right through the floor. I've seen it happen a lot, folks. This car has none of those issues. Those are things that when I get these cars, I always look for. This one is super clean. You don't have to worry about it. So that's a tip that I'm giving you that probably 90% of the people out there that are watching this video didn't even know about. And it's something that's really an important part of these cars. It's huge. Because if that's weak in the back, that's going to lead down the road to problems. Or if it could be at the point where it's weak now, to where if you hit a bump, boom, it's going to go right through the floor. It happens. This is a good car, though. We don't have any of those issues. Now, it's got brand new tires. It's got Kragers all the way around. The interior has been redone on it. It's got a non-stock steering wheel, but it's a great steering wheel because it fits right, it grips right. It's a very expensive aftermarket steering wheel, but it looks good on the car. It's got the high spoiler in the back, which is characteristic with the 71s. The 70 and a half had the small spoiler. This has got the flip tail higher spoiler in the back. It gives it a great look. When you're off on the side looking at the car and you see that spoiler, it really adds to the car. It just has a great look, great appeal to it. Now, mechanically, it's got a little bit of pep in the motor. It's got a bigger cam in it. It's got headers. The car runs and drives extremely well, but it is the original motor. Now, give us a call here at 847-526-5950. This is a car that is a great investment for you folks because its numbers, it's a rally sport, it's a second gen, it has no rust issues in the critical areas where, you know what, you might look at a car that's $40,000 or $45,000, let's say a numbers match Z28 for example. Car may be new steel, fenders, doors, quarters, a whole 9 yards, but the one thing that you can't replace is what I was just talking about, the subframe in the back. It's critical. If that is bad, the whole car, it's like building a house on a foundation that's cracking, right, Jeremy?
It's crumbling away and you can't replace it.
Exactly. So, tip for the day from ClassicMuscleCars.com, and give us a call because this is a great car. This is a car that is very reasonably priced, and it's something you'll be glad that you own because you're going to have a ball with it, and it's like putting money in the bank because the second gens are coming up like crazy. So I'm going to turn you over to Jeremy. He's going to give you a complete go-around of this 1971 Camaro Rally Sport.
Check it out. It's got a really awesome, very impressive looking appearance there, doesn't it? Let's get a close look at the front end of this car. First, we have the split bumper, two-piece bumper, and part of that bumper system is the orange part here. It's called an enduro bumper, kind of rubbery, hard rubber, and color keyed with the car. And the grille on the RS is pointier than they had for the stock car. And over here, these are the turn signal lenses that are strictly an RS option. Let's go for a walk around. It's got our standard 10-foot deep paint job. Got a nice set of Kragers on it, like Tony was saying. Beautiful, beautiful car. Nice and straight. The chrome on the bumper, looking good. And the back deck got a pair of speakers from Pioneer. Once again down the side, looking laser straight. Now while we're up here, let's pop the hood. That was definitely a two-handed operation. Looking under the hood here, looking quite nice. Looks like it may have been an air car. They've done a nice job of detailing out the engine compartment. Chrome radiator support. Power steering, power brakes. The hood blanket is looking brand new. Continuing to the inside, check out the back seat first. This is all looking very nice. Under the little carpet protector, the carpet's looking good. Headliner, looking great. Functional dome light. Okay. Having a seat in the car, let's see what we got. Yes, this used to be an air-conditioned car at one point in time. And along with that, we have in the dash here standard generator, oil pressure, and temperature warning lights. The odometer is reading 77,837, and the gas gauge is looking right around a quarter tank. This steering wheel here, it's a little smaller than standard diameter. It's got a good comfortable feel to it, solid. It's got a great look to it also. Let's see what else we have in the car here. Cigarette lighter. Oh, it's the optional Kenwood in-dash CD that came with these cars. Well, maybe not. Door panels are looking very nice. The dash is looking very nice as well. And up here, it's got the mirror for the passenger. Yeah, let's do one more thing while we're here, because we can. All right, sounds quite healthy. Yeah, let's go check out the trunk. Okay. Back here in Trunkland, looking inside the trunk, it's extremely clean. Let's get down inside so we can look up underneath. And there they've done a very nice job of putting in those Pioneer speakers. And as you can see, it's looking extremely, extremely nice. You've got the Space Saver spare, which is looking extremely fresh and nice. Very clean indeed. And soft seal is fresh, very fresh. You have the under the trunk lid sticker. Very nice. Let's check out the spoiler in back here. The high-rise spoiler. It's got a nice look. Well, there you have it. 1971 Rally Sport Hugger Orange. A beautiful car from ClassicMuscleCars.com.